everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is a PD day. Boys are off school, but I only brought two with me, Nolan and Chase. Today we're at Scotts Bay Beach because the tides aren't right. Tide's coming in, but at Scotts Bay we can still rockhound on the high water mark, so we're gonna come here and look for some more agates. It's really windy outside today, so we're doing the intro in the car. We're gonna bundle up. It's actually mild in Nova Scotia. It's early December, and it's relatively mild.
Yeah.
But it's windy, and the waves are huge out there today. It's bringing in some nice rocks, so we're gonna go out and see what we can find. Be very minimal talking today. We're gonna just show the rocks as we find them. Probably show groups of rocks. We'll do a slideshow, maybe a little summary at the end. Come along, join us. We'll see you at the end. taking a break in the car, getting warmed up, because it's freezing. It's freaking freezing, Mr. Biggersworth. I can't even talk. Here's some of the stuff we found on the way back to the car. My hands still can't move. Here's a nice one. Oh crap. So we're gonna go out again, but we're gonna get warmed up first. Tide's almost all the way in, but still some rocks to be had at the top of the high water mark. No one's cold. So it's extremely windy, and the wind is making it much colder than the actual temperature is outside. So I'm hunkered down in this high water mark over the crest here, stream pond here that feeds the ocean. I'll show you where we are. There's a little bit of shelter from the wind back here, so what I'm doing is I'm digging holes in back here and just seeing if I can find things that people haven't seen in years. And I've been finding some really cool stuff. So here's what I found so far. I found this cool green jasper looking piece. So that's cool. Found this sagonite agate. And a couple agates. Nice shadow agate here. And this cool little multicolored banded agate. It's find of the day so far. Found it in that hole right there that I just dug with my foot. So there's things to be found in these little holes, and I'm going to keep digging, and I'll film it if I find it. See the tides coming in and filling up this little river. I'm just sitting along the bank here getting some shelter from the wind. That's called a tidal bore. I gotta move up the bank or I'm gonna get soaked here. As the tide comes in, it fills up the rivers going upstream. There's actually places along the Bay of Fundy you can go tidal bore rafting. You can actually catch the currents in places where they're stronger. So anyway, I got some agates here to show you. It's a nice little multicolored jasper. Kind of a jasp agate. This is also like a jasp agate. Like a seam agate kind of thing. My hands are frozen. I can barely move them. Boys are taking a break in the car over there. Some more. Little tiny guy here. This is the find of the day probably so far. It's a nice little pinkish purplish white agate. It's another, might be an eye right there. looking a little bit more in the bank. I'm digging my holes and making my way back to the car. I'm just going to dig some more holes going back, and then we'll probably call it a day. I think the boys might be done. This has filled up quite a bit since I've been sitting here, so I got to hightail it out of here. So we're done. We're back in the car. We were out there for a couple hours. It was brutal, cold, windy conditions, but we're true rockhounds, so we persevered and got the job done. We got a lot of nice agates. The ones I didn't show on video, there are some really nice ones. It was just so cold. My hands were like, I didn't want to bring the camera out too much. So when we get home, I'll do a little recap video and just show the best ones so that you can see all the ones we found today. And then I'll do a slideshow at the end. So as always, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you see all of our future videos. We're still going to put out one every week. We have some videos of some hunts we did that we're going to spread out over the winter because we won't be probably going on very many hunts for the winter now. So we're going to spread those out so we can still have some rock hounding content as well as our lapidary content. So thanks for coming along on this adventure. We'll show you a little summary video here at the end. Okay, so here's everything laid out from today's hunt. And as you can see, we brought a lot of stuff back. So these are jasper agates. These are seam agates. These are sagonite agates. These are the banded agates. These are just one-offs that I picked up that I'm going to throw in the tumbler. These are chalcedony pieces or nodule pieces. And these are also kind of my what are they kind of pile. This rock here was one of my favorites from the day. I'm going to cut this one. I think there's something going on in the middle because looks like there's pocket features here. So I'm going to cut that down the middle and see what's inside of it. Jasper agates. That's more of a jasper. And then we got some seam agates. So this big guy here, I picked this up because it's a jasper. It's like a dark red jasper. It has this green vein running through it, which also looks like jasper. Anyway, I'm going to cut that so I can investigate further, but I thought that was really cool. I think that's a really good candidate for cutting. And we have some other seam agates, typical of Scots Bay. Scots Bay is a can't miss beach. And when you're talking about locations in the world to find agates, particularly a variety of agates, Scots Bay Beach is world class. It's amazing. A lot of you guys out there might not have heard of it, or even maybe have known that Nova Scotia is famous for agates. Here's a nice seam agate we picked up. Nova Scotia is renowned worldwide for its agates, particularly its seam agates, and I think you've seen it in some of my previous videos. The flame seam agates and the cherry plume seam agates, those are quite famous, and there have been some exceptional world-class specimens of Nova Scotia seam agate in museums around the world. There's a really cool book that I ran across recently. It's called Jaspers and Agates of North America. It's a really cool book. It has basically all the popular agates in North America you can find: Montana moss agate, Lake Superior agates, Fairburn agates, Louisiana agates, Graveyard Point agates, thunder eggs. It's got all the stuff that you come to know if you've been rock hounding and following rock hounding. But it also has a chapter on Nova Scotia agates. I don't have that book yet, but I've asked Santa for it for Christmas, and hopefully he's going to bring it to me. But I thought that was fascinating, and I can't wait to get it and read what they say about all the different agates. Here's some of the chalcedony pieces we found today. It's the variety you get on Scots Bay Beach is just incredible. Like, look at these chalcedony nodules. They're just really cool. Some of these you'll cut into and you'll get agate features. that you didn't know you had. You'll see some banding. So I might cut some of these nodules. Take a look. But these tumble up obviously amazingly. This one has kind of agate features. I'm not sure, I'll have to cut that one. But yeah, it was a good day. Here's some sagonite agates. So everybody, if you don't know what sagonite agates look like, this is basically it. You'll see these different twinning of, like, it looks like needling that intersect each other, and these examples are kind of rough. I've got one that I've polished, and I think it's actually in Nolan's room right now. Maybe in another video I'll show that. I'll show the different kind of agates you can find at Scots Bay. I'll do like a Scots Bay video showing just the variety, because it's just amazing. You literally could walk 2 steps, look down, stay there for 10 seconds, and you'll find an agate. So here's some of my favorite finds of the day. These are the banded agates. This one's a shadow agate, I can tell. Once I tumble this, you'll see the difference. This one, it's got some banding, definitely. I think we need to cut it up or maybe tumble it. Probably tumble that just to get the banding to show. Here's a nice one. Some very fine banding right there. That one also looks like it might be a shadow agate. This one's a seam agate, but a nice one. And this one here, I think it might be a chert. I'm not sure. It's got banding on it. I think I'll tumble it. Might even cut it. But it's got some cool colors. See some botryoidal stuff going on in there. This was one of my favorite finds of the day. Some very nice banding there. But if you see my other Scots Bay videos, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to the variety of agates. You've seen from my, I think this is probably the 4th maybe video I've done from Scots Bay, and you should just look at the different types of agates we find on this beach, and it's just really incredible. This was my favorite find of the day. This is one of the nicest fortification agates I've seen on that beach that I've found. Amazing color. It's again just a little small sliver. Wish I had the whole thing, but I'm still happy to have this. I'll probably leave this as is. I won't even do anything with it. When it's dry, it looks nice and shiny, so that's a very nice piece. That'll go in the agate bowl for in the house. Nice greens in this one. Greens and a blue. I like this one too. This one has like a pocket. This little piece here was cool. It's got a lot of jasper in it, and it's got a basalt host, so it's really neat. This looks like I'm not even sure what this is, honestly. I'm gonna tumble it to see what happens, but it's got this really weird texture and color. Yeah, and these ones here, these are the ones that I'm just not sure what they are. I can see some banding going on, but so these are ones that I'll usually tumble to see any other features come out. This is probably an agate. It looks like it's an agate. This is a big, it's got nodule features, and I do see some faint banding. So this is a big thick one. I might cut this, investigate it further. Sometimes you just get some stuff on that beach that just you can't really recognize it. It's been so beach worn, but once you cut it and tumble it, features really pop out. So I'm excited about that one. Those are the rocks, and as I said, Scott's Bay Beach never disappoints. Boys love it there. I love it there. It's usually our go-to beach, especially when we have a short notice hunt. The beach is nice and flat, and we can rockhound the high water mark during high tide, even if we get there on high tide. So this is, it was a great day. Thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe if you like our content. We'd like to welcome everybody to our channel. We're hoping we're putting out content that everybody likes. Please make comments and suggestions if you have any, how we can make the content better and deliver it better. We're certainly open to criticism, especially constructive criticism. Hit those notifications so that you always know when our videos are coming out. If you can hit that like button, that would really help us out. I think that really helps out with the YouTube algorithm and gets our videos in front of more people. Thanks again to everybody. I'm not sure if this video is going to come out before the holidays, but if it does, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and if it doesn't, then we're in 2021, and hopefully the year's going to start off right, because it can't get any worse than last year, right? Everybody take care. Rock on.